The Fox 5 I-Team has discovered an unregulated landfill that's been hidden from the public for years. It's a landfill that wasn't.
Right. It wasn't permitted, it wasn't fenced in or officially closed down, and it wasn't disclosed to the people who bought property where some of the waste was dumped.
Senior I-Team reporter Dale Russell has tracked the history of that dump site from the 1960s until today.
Russ, it's one of the fastest growing areas of the city, and right in the path of future high-profile developments. The dump site that came to be known as Baby Gun Club Landfill is some 6 miles northwest of downtown Atlanta, not far from the Atlanta Beltline and the proposed new park at the Bellwood Quarry.
They've always said, oh yeah, we know it's here.
In 2011, Jerry Brown bought 4 parcels of land 6 miles northwest of downtown Atlanta. His lot sat in the shadow of Gun Club Landfill, which the city of Atlanta shut down 20 years earlier. But he could see Atlanta's future. His land in the backyard of Proctor Creek Greenway, which will eventually pass through Westside Reservoir Park and connect to the Atlanta Beltline. While he waited, he fought with the city over street trash.
I have been monitoring these streets since 2011 because of this type of incidences where there's all kinds of illegal dumping.
But this is not a story about the trash he can see. It's about this hidden dump site, hidden from the public, but known to the city for years. Acres of waste and who knows what buried on private land. Some of it Jerry bought. Land so vast and so full of waste it would later become known as Baby Gun Club Landfill. Were they dumping the whole time you lived there?
Yeah.
Moses Williams says he watched it happen. He bought a house on Gun Club Road in 1966. In this 1972 aerial photograph, you can see a road curling back behind his property to a clear stretch of land. That is Baby Gun Club. He says soon after he moved in, he'd see Atlanta city trucks dumping waste in the clearing.
I didn't get an 8th grade education, but I can read. With the city truck.
We were kids. We were here playing. That's all I can tell you. And it was a dump.
Mark Carpenter remembers playing on that dump site. He was 9 when he moved to Gun Club Road in 1975. He remembers Atlanta city trucks dumping waste. He says he and his buddies would play on the mountain of trash. And your kids, I know you were fascinated by the truck.
Oh yeah, of course. Big equipment. We wouldn't be out there while they were doing it. We would wait till they leave. And that's when we would have our party, so to say.
We had hundreds, maybe thousands of open dumps all over the state. It was kind of like the Wild Wild West.
None of this surprised former EPD Compliance Director Burt Langley. He says in the 60s and early 70s, the state was overflowing with unregulated dump sites. There was little understanding of the dangers of decomposing toxic waste, producing methane and often dangerous liquid called leachate.
We were disposing of stuff in the 70s that today we call hazardous waste, so you're getting the possibility of all kinds of things migrating in the groundwater into Proctor Creek and then into the river. And it's uncontrolled.
In 1977, the city got an official state permit to run Gun Club Landfill. Signs and fences went up, but not on the Baby Gun Club land. There was no permit, no signage, nothing on the map, no warning of any kind. What do you believe the city dumped back here?
Everything, 55-gallon drums, asbestos products, paint, you name it, everything. Who knows what's there?
Which is why years later, developers and land speculators like Jerry Brown unknowingly bought parcels bordering Baby Gun Club Landfill. Is that strange?
That's why we have lawsuits.
And that's exactly what happened. 7 years ago, Southern Cross Financial, a development company, sued the city over this hidden dump site. The suit claims Baby Gun Club waste encroaches and crosses onto their property. The company accused the city of dumping 207,000 cubic yards across their land. That's enough garbage to fill more than 10,000 dumpsters like this one. The suit was settled. The city paid Southern Cross Financial $275,000.
Could it become worse? Yes. You don't know what's there. That's the big concern to everybody.
That is Baby Gun Club Landfill. This is all waste you're walking on right now.
So when the city shut down Gun Club landfill due to complaints in the early 90s, nothing was done to Baby Gun Club or done to inform citizens or investors like Jerry Brown. He bought 4 parcels near here with an eye to the future. He had no idea Baby Gun Club was a dump site.
Right where we're at is probably 30 to 40 feet of waste below our feet.
In a lawsuit, Brown accused the city of maintaining a non-compliant landfill and illegal dumping on private property. But later, the city of Atlanta condemned his land, saying they needed it to monitor the Gun Club landfill. The appraiser wrote one of Jerry's parcels would have been worth $92,000, but set it at only $1 because of reported municipal waste deposited on site.
3/4 of an acre that's got the view of downtown Atlanta.
In the end, taxpayers paid $275,000 for his 4 condemned parcels.
You can't fight City Hall? Well, guess what? They beat me down. They drove me to the point that, what else can I do?
City officials did not respond to our request to discuss Baby Gun Club. In the Southern Cross financial lawsuit, the city admitted there was waste dumped on the site, but denied doing any of the dumping. Whatever is there in the ground appears there to stay. The Georgia Environmental Protection Division officials didn't want to talk on camera, but told us Baby Gun Club predates state solid waste disposal laws, so it's not subject to laws that close landfills. They also say they found no evidence of any environmental hazard at that site through their monitoring of the official Gun Club landfill. Portia, Russ?
Well, you can understand why Mr. Brow feels like he's been wrong.
Yeah, he was very angry, has been angry and been fighting with the city, and they've been fighting back for a good while.
Good report.
So he got $275,000, but if the Beltway, if the had
Oh my
gone through
gosh.
that way,
Oh, yeah.
imagine how much
Pennies.
money.
You guys know, and a lot of our viewers know, and some may not, that that part of the city of Atlanta is up for massive growth and development over the next decade or so. There's a lot of amazing projects going on in the 9th District of Atlanta City Council. That's right in the middle of it, right there.
Not going to happen there.
Some of these developers were waiting for that to happen. Not now.
Fascinating story. Dale, thanks.